presentation thus far has been compelling. I hope it's been informative. I have hoped it's caused you to think about things a little differently. And hopefully now you will see that we have a very powerful leveraged system that will help you accumulate wealth, save your money, protect and hedge yourself against future inflation. I want to conclude this PGR, this VGR, this private gold reception in video format with just a couple of small little concluding comments. Karatbars International was founded in Stuttgart, Germany in 2008 by a gentleman by the name of Harold Seitz. He's a multi-millionaire who made his money in the precious metals game, the insurance industry, and in the pension and investment arena. And just noticed that, one, it was the wealthy who were getting wealthier, and the middle class was literally getting wiped out, and decided to do something about that and started Karatbars really out of his own pocket with his own vision, basically because he wanted to help the middle class, prevent them from eroding away into nothingness. 2008, Harold began putting together the infrastructure of this company, the back end of it, investing heavily in relationships with the London Bullion Marketing Association, the refiners, in order to get the prestige of that stamp that we now have today. He invested in relationships, but he also financially invested. 35 million euro bond out of his own pocket to secure the future of this company, and then got to work with some very clever people to put together the entire compensation plan and all of the technical infrastructure to make this thing work. The end of 2008, so from 2008 all the way to 2011, putting all of that together, and we basically call that the pioneering phase. The company was launched the end of 2011, and from 2011 to 2012, the company rounded out its first year of sales with $2.2 million in revenue. Not bad for a first year, a company that nobody had ever heard of before. 2013, we finished up with $8.5 million in revenue. Last year, we rounded up. So we quadrupled in 2013. In 2014, we hit $30 million in revenue, just slightly above that. And right now, we're on target to land somewhere between 100 and 150 million. In fact, those seem to be conservative figures based on where we're at just at revenue growth to date here in 2015. And we are fully expecting to have in excess of 1 million affiliates on board at Karatbars by the end of 2016, and by then we'll be doing $1 billion worth of revenue in gold and other products. If you just look at this chart, if you look at the scale down here along the bottom of it, from 2012 to 2014, we basically call that the pioneering phase, putting it all together, working out the kinks, and making it work. 2014 through 2015, where we are now, we're basically calling that the accumulation phase. We have hit critical mass, and now from about midpoint 2015 on through 2016 and beyond is what we call the momentum phase. We have launched, we've taken off, and everything that we called at this point in time was really wave one of getting this company launched, recognized, and a force to contend with. And that's where we are today. So you're sitting right there inside this box. It is a very good time to be a part of Karatbars because we're ready to launch now and take our message to the rest of the world. That was phase one. We're calling now the phase that we've entered into, it's wave two, and this is the march to 1 million. It's far more significant than just talking about having 1 million affiliates on board. Really what we're talking about is creating financial freedom and financial independence for in excess of 1 million people around the world. But when we do that, we've got a very compelling argument in terms of why the merchant community, why the business community is going to want to get involved in this. And what we've been building in the background is a mechanism called the K-Exchange, which is a e-commerce platform where the business community can participate and will actually accept payment in account-to-account transfers in real gold bullion, giving change back, transacting in gold, really doing this for all of you. And when you meet Harold Seitz, when you see him in person, when you see him on video, you know that he's just authentic, genuine, and sincere, and he means every single word of it. He didn't need to do this. Yes, Karatbars will be a successful, financially rewarded company, but this really is about you and about me and creating freedom for all of us. At this point in the presentation now, I assume that you are one of three kinds of people. You've seen enough. The presentation makes sense. We've made a strong argument for gold. We've made a strong argument for inflation and what we can actually do about it. You see that the Karatbars vehicle with spendable gold acquired through a system with leveraged cash makes sense to you, and maybe you're ready to become a customer. And if that's the case for you, then we welcome you to Karatbars. Set up your free account and start accumulating some gold. Start transferring some of these declining paper units into gold currency, into gold money. Or maybe you're number 2 and you've seen this presentation. It was compelling. Maybe you learned something. It's caused you to think a little bit differently. Maybe you've shifted a couple of paradigms, but you just decided this isn't for you. And if that's you, well, that's fine. That's perfect. We wish you Godspeed. God bless you, and that's great. I hope that you've seen enough here that gold at least is a compelling thing for you, and perhaps you're motivated now to go get your hands on some. Whether at Karatbars or somewhere else, would you please just start securing down your financial future? Because there is a storm coming. There is a inflationary tide which is about to sweep over our nation, and I hope that this presentation is hope you see that. And perhaps you're number 3. You've seen enough that not only does gold make sense, not only does inflation, you understand it in a better way now, but you see the power of this opportunity where you can take not just the vehicle of Karatbars and the gold accumulation, but the leverage system behind it so that you not only can accumulate gold, but create the cash flow from which to create meaningful savings and help a lot of other people do that. And if that's you, you're ready to become an affiliate. And what I would ask you to do is just get back in touch with whoever shared this video with you. Ask to talk to a couple of the leaders. I'm one of them. My name is Howard Olson. There are lots of us. And my promise to you is this. There will be no trickery. There will be no duress. There will be no sales pitch. Nobody here will try to talk you into buying a package that's not right for you. At the end of the day, this is all about you and helping you secure your financial future, beginning with where you are right now. And we really mean that with all sincerity. That if you'd like to come and do something with this, I personally have spent the last 30 years building international sales teams, coaching, consulting, and training organizations how to demystify their value propositions, how to take complicated issues and utterly simplify them. And it would be my delight and my pleasure to welcome you to our team, the Karatbars family. We'll roll up our sleeves. We'll show you a simple, duplicatable system whereby you can invite some people to get some information and they'll make the same decision that you now have just decided to make. We'll help you with this. You do not need to be a spectacular salesperson. You do not need to be a powerful presenter. You just need to be an incredible inviter, and we'll teach you how to extend the invitations so that you can grow a business right alongside with us. That's our promise to you. That's our brand promise. We welcome you to the team. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch this presentation.
Winston Churchill once said
I just want to finish
that the further you look into the past, the further that you can see into the future. This program is all about creating your own crystal ball, being able to gaze into the future, being able to change this crisis, the greatest crisis in the history of mankind, into your great opportunity.